Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm Kelly Thompson, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics.
Hello, kids, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Tales, your source for every good Marvel story. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is Silver Owl himself,
Justin the Owl, swooping back into Simcaria.
the mercenary manhunter.
That's right. Silver Sable has me on her payroll during special missions.
That's right, kids. We're back to talk more Silver Sable. This time, issues 4 and 5, smack in the middle of Infinity War.
This is an Infinity War crossover that I actually like.
I bet you a lot of people probably missed these back in the day, but I mean, these two are like some of the most entertaining things to come out of Infinity War.
Totally.
Just the whole Doom stuff and
yeah, these two issues are gold. Like as far as Infinity War is concerned, and just 90s comics in general. I thought it was great how in the middle of Infinity War we have a Doctor Doom appearance in Silver Sable. And they found a way to tie them together that was really cool because, I mean, they're kind of like neighboring countries, so they have diplomatic relations. And these two people are both the leaders of their respective countries. So it makes sense that they would have had some type of communications in the past. But what a nice little surprise that they're actually diplomatic, but actually friendly towards each other as well. Like they have a respect towards each other. I really liked that. I thought that was a nice surprise at the beginning of this.
oh yeah, and it's kind of interesting. I mean, this could have gone off the rails because Silver Sable's kind of off to the side, not like really involved in Infinity Wars. This could have gone way wrong, but instead, I like I said, it's some of my favorite stuff to come out in Infinity War, and you know, it's not like Sable has to fight her evil double just like everyone else did. It's like, no,
right.
You know, she's fighting someone else's evil double, Dooms.
Yeah, which would have been the kind of the predictable thing to do, is that Silver Sable would be encountering her own evil doppelganger. But I wonder if the reason why because I don't think we ever saw a Silver Sable, like an evil Silver Sable.
I don't think so.
I wonder why.
It kind of makes...
Is it because it only was people with powers that they were trying to duplicate?
I'm trying to remember. I know they did like an evil Iron Man stuff. I don't know. Maybe just the Magus was just like, you know, that's not a superhero. So, you know, and again, Sable really wasn't going to get involved in Infinity War. So, you know, maybe it's like, what's the point? Or maybe it was people with powers because, well, I mean, we'll see Sandman gets an evil double in this. So.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've read the other Infinity War things, and I don't remember what the limitation was, if any, behind who got doppelgangers sent after them and who didn't.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like I know Spider-Man and Hawkeye get taken out early. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Hawkeye might have gotten an evil double. So maybe that's just because he was an Avenger. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I can't remember. It's pretty random. But either way, I like the fact that it wasn't an evil Silver Sable, like a Silver Sable versus evil Sable thing. Because even though that probably would have been entertaining, I don't think it would have been nearly as good as how these two issues turned out.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think, yeah, it was basically just, Silver Sable gets, you know, smacked by some Infinity War fallout.
Right. During the middle of a diplomatic relations mission to Latveria, no less. Talk about timing.
It's so funny. I mean, the issues are so good, but you know, it's probably, you know, it was probably like, oh, okay, we gave you this Silver Sable book. You have to be part of Infinity War. It's like, okay.
That's right. Yeah. On the 4th and 5th issue, like within the first 6 months of the series, I think involved in this big giant crossover.
It's like the was it Nomad? He gets like, I believe he gets attacked by like an evil version of like Gambit, who like the evil version was like, wait, you're not Gambit or something like that.
Where's your cards? I don't see your playing cards. Are you the right guy?
Because he's wearing the trench coat stuff. It's like, oh.
Oh, that's so funny.
Sorry, so I guess we'll muddle through. I mean, I have synopses for these, but I guess we can...
Oh, good. We don't have them on the app, but luckily I have the physical copies at hand.
So, yes, I guess we'll muddle through without Ray being here or sending in feedback.
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah, Ray. How dare you not send feedback? Who do you think I am, Wrestle? Come on.
You gotta rub that one in. You gotta rub that one in.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. We both know that Ray's busy. He's a busy guy. He's got a new little one to wrangle.
Yeah, and it's called Marvel Snap.
That too.
I love it. He's like, it's not even the name of the game. I'm like, shut up, Marvel. Marvel Snap sounds better. Works for the joke, son. Ray's all obsessed with Marvel Snap.
What the F?
See, that's what you get for not sending feedback, Ray. Yeah, he's too concerned about other things.
Sausage! Sex on the mind.
All right. We'll leave him alone.
The hard master.
We'll have him on the next time we talk about Silver Sable, though. When we talk about issues 6 onward.
Aren't we talking about doing some like Hellcat, Tigra, Dazzler stuff? So yeah. I mean, I could see us snagging him for that.
Definitely for the Tigra and Hellcat stuff.
Oh yeah,
and Dazzler too. Yeah, I didn't know that Ray was a Dazzler fan too. Okay.
Well, she's a hot chick, so I'm assuming Ray's a fan. His reading interest. Yeah,
especially that '80s outfit.
Oh yeah,
the skin tight blue bodysuit,
or even the white disco one. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that had some cleavage going on there. Mirror ball cleavage.
Oh, nice. Man, look at the mirror balls on that chick.
Working at the car wash.
Thank you, Justin. I feel like Lilith is still here.
Des was like, I've got some headlights for you, boys.
Whoa!
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
I know raises. All right. All right, let's get to some Silver Sable. Silver Sable in the Wild Pack, number 4 from September 1992. And I wish comics were still $1.25.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah.
I know. My dinner with Doom? Question mark.
So good.
All right, writer, friend of a friend, Gregory Wright, penciler, Stephen Butler, inker, James Sanders III, colorist, Joe Rosis, letterer, Jade Moed, and editor, Craig Anderson. Dr. Doom meets with Kang. This is the real Doom, kids. They plan to trace a powerful energy source and walk towards a spaceship. Doom's doppleganger watches them fly away, then defends itself from a Doom bot. This thing were any wilder, Kristoff would come in and be fighting the evil doppelganger.
Yeah, if Kristoff was around, things would get really messy.
Silver Sable. Oh my god, can you imagine like Kristoff hitting on Silver Sable? But you're a child. No, I'm Doom! Now give it to me!
She's like, go away, child.
I am Doom, and you will polish the royal scepter. You will, you will, you will!
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
You come back in another 10 years, Kristoff.
Silver Sable arrives in a carriage for her annual dinner with Doom. She is greeted by the doppelganger, and they go inside the castle. I love the thing. It's like, oh, you changed your armor again. I don't know about those skulls and stuff.
She's like, it looks very undignified, Victor.
Wait, I was waiting for you. You look like one of those heavy metal bands or something.
Yeah, you're posing for an album cover or something. Do a little moonlighting on the side.
So what do you say is like,
One would never be able to accuse you of patronization, my dear.
Servo guards kill her driver outside. Near the end of the meal, the doppelganger does not like the taste of its drink, so it kills a servant. Silver speaks out against this. Then, again, she's not even like, oh, hey, this is an imposter. It's like, now it's like, Victor, you're kind of out of control. But
yeah, what are you doing, Victor? Yeah.
It still wasn't out of the realm of possibility that this is the real Doom.
Yeah, right.
Silver speaks out against this. Then the doppelganger hits her. She realizes it is not the real Dr. Doom. In a dimensional corridor, Kang and Doom follow Galactus' ship. Again, this is Infinity War stuff, kids. So,
yeah.
I'm like, did we really need this except for the fact of, oh, hey, this is where Doom's at?
Well, yeah, because I didn't have any idea what was going on.
I mean, it ties into the greater Infinity War stuff, but I mean, for the purpose of the Silver Sable story, couldn't you have shown him like flying off with Kang and be like, okay, well, if you want to see where they went, check out Infinity War issue, whatever. Yeah.
Right. I'm kind of glad, though, that they did put that in there, because it actually got me more interested to read what was going on especially in the issue after this, their big discovery that they make. That actually piqued my interest more. I was like, oh, cool. That's cool. I wonder what's going on there.
It's funny. It's like, this is what the real Doom's up to. Meanwhile, the imposter's having the worst house party in history.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not wrong.
At Castle Sable, Morty and the Wild Pack watch news reports about the attack on Four Freedoms Plaza and American heroes fighting their doppelgangers. They try to contact Silver's driver, but get static. Morty demands they go get her. I mean, what was with and like Morty like slapping Sandman? I'm like, oh,
yeah, punching him right in the face.
If he got in his face and was like, no, you go get my niece or whatever, I'd be like, okay, I get that, but you're like smacking the Sandman around.
Yeah, I didn't. That kind of surprised me too. I thought that was a little strange for Uncle Morty to go crazy like that.
I thought he was the level-headed one.
Yeah. In the last, 3 issues, he was kind of the voice of reason for a lot of the situations.
Wanted to be like, yeah, why don't you try that with Crippler, you know? Although he might have liked it.
You're true. Yeah.
At Castle Doom, Silver fights multiple Doom Knights and Doombots. The Wild Pack board a plane and wait for Sandman to join them. However, he is attacked by his doppelganger, which then merges with him. And some of you
cliffhanger ending.
And some of you kids thought your STDs were bad.
This one burns all over.
Oh! Burns to your core, kids.
Yeah.
I
don't know if they make a pill for that.
Oh. All right, here's the cliffhanger. In a communications room, Doom's doppelganger finds Silver disguised as a Doombot.
Love it.
I know.
Yeah.
So, thoughts?
I love this one so much. Yeah, like I said in the last episode when I was originally reading these when they first came out, the first 3 issues I really enjoyed a lot, but it wasn't until these 2 that I was really hooked, and this series grabbed me. I was like, okay, I really, really like this series a lot. I loved the art in this too. This is the first time in this series that I had seen the art from both Stephen Butler and the inker, James Sanders.
Yeah.
And they were a great combination together. There's some panels where their art kind of is like a Ron Lim influence, which of course I love. Mm-hmm. There's other times when there's kind of like a subtle Dale Keown influence, like when in the next issue when the evil Sandman attacks the guys in the ship. Like there's some little subtle hints of Dale Keown and some other artists of the time in their artwork, but it's always in a flattering way. It never feels like a blatant, like artistic style ripoff.
Oh no.
And they have their own style together, which is also really great. And it fits this book perfectly. I think that their art style is really excellent for this type of book. And even they draw a fantastic Doom.
Oh, yeah. Kang looks good in the couple of pages we see him. Even that fake Doom's armor, looks...
With the skulls and the spikes and things. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought these people could shift their appearance. These doppelgangers could shift their appearance. Why did you just look like regular Doom,
Yeah.
And again, the Magus's plan really goes off the rails because it's like, half these doppelgangers like try to go rogue. Like, I think this Doom is just like, I'm going to cause havoc and roll Latveria, And,
right, yeah.
like, was it?
Yeah, he says, I will begin my war with Simcaria and follow with Transia. The true Dr. Doom will return to a ruined land where he will be slain and I shall rule.
Exactly. So that's doppelganger. Well, again, it's Doom's doppelganger because, of course, he's going to go rogue. I love how it's like, Doom's doppelganger is basically like, he's basically just a little crazier, but it's Doom.
Yeah. He kills, like... twice as many people as Doom does indiscriminately.
Because it's like this guy goes off the rails. Moon Knight's doppelganger doesn't he try to do multiversal crap and stuff? Yeah,
he goes on a major cosmic piss tear.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like half the guys the Magus creates have like their own agenda. It seems like.
Look what the Spider-Man doppelganger did. Oh. That one went off and did its own thing for years.
Oh my God, Daredevil's doppelganger, really.
Oh, yeah. I just forget about that one.
I don't know if
he lasted quite a while.
Oh, yeah. He got into a battle with he during the actual Infinity War. I don't know if he even encountered Daredevil. He was like fighting Calypso and
the zombie.
And then Fall from Grace and Chichester wrote, there's this thing that can alter your body, and he's like, I'm going to make myself Matt Murdock, I'll kill the old guy, take his place. And then it's like, no, he gets killed as a perfect duplicate of Matt Murdock. He's like, wait a second. Matt Murdock's like, I can fake my death now.
I love it.
Oh, but all right, I know this is a 90s comic, so I mean, that's the logic behind this, but in the middle of the fight when Sable's like, "Oh yeah, glad I cut the bottom of my dress off, so it's better
I'm gonna shred my dress up." Yeah.
But it's like I'm not gonna take the shreds and tie up my chest so my boobs don't fall out, or she ain't worried about that.
I'm not gonna rip the arms off either. Even
with the puffy shoulder pads.
It's not gonna hinder my movement to have those puffy shoulders on there at all. But I need to have my legs free so I can run. I mean, I get it. Yeah, you need to be able to run fast, and you can't do that in that big ball gown that she had on before. But yeah,
I guess. But couldn't you slit it up the side or something?
I know. Yeah, it could have been a little bit more conservative. Yeah,
but I mean, it's for survival and for the hint of butt cheek.
Oh yeah, there were lots of hints. Yeah, I wanted to see her use that sword some more. Because she's got that sword for a couple pages, but she doesn't really get a chance to use it. She kind of drops it in the middle of the fight with the Doombot, and we don't get to see her use that. I was like, oh, damn, I want to see her slash some Doombot's head off with that thing.
Yeah,
or at least one of those servo droids, decapitate one of those things with that sword.
Yeah, she kind of uses one of those power lances or whatever to shoot, or she's stabbing Doombots and stuff. She kicks the head off one. That's pretty cool.
Right? Yeah, she kicks his head right off.
She grabs the one Doombot's hand and makes him blast the other one.
Yeah, I love how she used that power lance. It was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's some good action scenes in this.
Definitely. Yeah, both these issues, the action was really good, really well done, and believable for a comic book. All of this action, technically she shouldn't have been able to kick the Doombot's head right off with just her foot, but with no powers or super strength or anything like that. But we'll give her that because she's Silver Sable.
Oh, is that the one? I mean, there was one she kind of stabs it in the neck with that lance. So is that this? So,
yeah, maybe she got his head loose or something.
Yeah. But I love Doom's doppelganger has all the skulls and the spikes. Sandman's doppelganger has a mohawk.
Mohawk, yeah. And the stripes are a little bit different.
Yeah.
On the shirt. Yeah. It's a little subtle difference in the pattern.
But basically, not a lot of difference.
Yeah. That was also a surprise the first time I read that Sandman lost that fight. And his doppelganger took over and joined them. I thought, ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and it's kind of like subtle too, because you see them like struggling, and the doppelganger's like grabbing him. He's like, kind of like almost like a burning touch almost. And you just see like someone looking like Sandman walking out, because it could almost be like, I guess he got taken over. They weren't they weren't like 100% on that.
Well, that was what I took away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, ooh, it looks like he's losing. And then when he just kind of strolled out like that and didn't say anything to anybody about, hey guys, I was just attacked by somebody that looked exactly like me and he burned the hell out of me. Like, he just kind of strolled out with this grin on his face. I thought, ooh, okay. And again, that got me more interested about the Infinity War stuff, about the doppelganger things, which up to this point I was quite apathetic about, to be honest with you. I didn't really care much about all the overarching story of the Infinity War. And it hasn't really aged well, I don't think, as far as the three Infinity crossovers goes.
I mean, they all, I mean, no offense, but the three, they subtly went down in quality as they went, because Infinity Gauntlet's probably the best, then you get Infinity War, and then you get the Infinity Crusade. It's just like,
Crusade.
You're why don't you just point a gun at me and ask for my money? Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, the Crusade was where they lost me.
Oh,
God. Yeah, this stinks. But Infinity War, I was here for some of that, because I thought the idea of evil doppelgangers was kind of cool to a certain extent. I didn't like the idea that it was the Magus. I thought that was tired. I kind of wanted it to be somebody else, some other villain.
Yeah, Adam Warlock never really did it for me, so I'm just like, another Warlock thing.
Yeah, but just for me, it was, okay, another time when the Magus comes out and screws everything up again. I felt like that had already been done a few times.
I tell you the one who that seems like they always had the ball and chain to it is Thanos. It's like, okay, Thanos isn't behind this time, so why is Thanos still here?
Right? Yeah. What's his stake in all this stuff? Exactly. Yeah. But I also liked it was cool to see like the designs of some of these evil doppelgangers, like the evil Spider-Man was cool with all the arms and the fangs, and the evil Captain America that we talked about during the Cap Wolf episode with the spiked shield, like the razor shield. I mean, it was cool to see that for a little while, just for an issue. Like, that wasn't bad.
Oh, I'm sure those artists had fun, like, coming up with a lot of those designs.
Yeah. I remember the evil Ben Grimm, which was really cool thing. Yeah. So it wasn't all bad. Infinity War wasn't all bad. It's just, I felt like that kind of went on a little too long.
Yeah.
I remember the Fantastic Four had like 3 or 4 issues that were wrapped up in this.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, gosh, isn't this over yet? This is still going on.
Yeah, because again, it's like mileage varied. Because again, with that Captain America one we covered, it was only a couple pages in that issue. Silver Sable, it's 2 issues. Wonder Man got like what, 3?
3,
and then like you were saying, like the Fantastic Four got, I think it was like 4 maybe, or
4, I think, or something like that. Yeah. I know it was 3. There are another 3 in a row. Yeah,
I don't know if it just depends on how many they want. Because Moon Knight got a whole bunch too, didn't it? That went on for a few issues. Yeah,
it did. I was surprised by that. That was like 4 issues too. And there was one issue where it was a bunch of different artists because they were doing a multiversal thing.
So I don't know if they just let some of these people control their own destiny, where it's just like, hey, you can do as many issues as you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just make it tie into the overarching story somehow. Yeah. Mm.
I mean, the issue before and after kind of tied into it, but like Quasar really only got like, was that like 1?
Oh, yeah, he got just one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because he like loses the fight to Warlock. I'm like, come on. That's what I hate. Warlock's always written so especially if it's like Starlin. It's like, he's so perfect, and I'm just like,
nobody can beat him. Yeah,
so cosmic. Give me the original Marvel any day over Warlock.
I agree. Over the two of those, I prefer Marvel.
Quasar, Marvel, Genus Vel.
Yes, all of those.
All right. Enough old man ranting. Back in my day, this was cosmic enough for you kids.
That's right. I love that one.
Or this fellow. Yeah, enough for
Oh,
you.
yeah. Did they ever do a figure with his Captain Kree uniform? The green and white one?
Oh, Genus? Marvel. I don't know about Marvel, but they did do one for Genus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to get that one.
Because I was looking for like a Genus in the red and blue suit, but I saw that for on sale the one time. I was like, oh, I got to get that.
Speaking of which, that Genus Vel Omnibus should be out pretty soon. I might treat myself to that.
Treat yourself!
Treat myself!
Oh, yeah, especially, I mean, did you say you don't prefer the Peter David stuff?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I just haven't read a lot of it.
Okay.
I missed a lot of it.
Yeah, because it's yeah.
So it'll be a lot of it will be new to me, which I'm really excited about.
He did like two different volumes. Like the first one was pretty good too, and then the second one is like when he starts like wearing this suit, he like goes like nuts. Like
that's the one that I didn't read.
Oh, you got to read that.
I haven't read any of that.
Like the cosmic awareness is like driving him insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to cover some. We're gonna do. I want to do so much. Hell, I'll do both. I'll do all those Genus Vel issues. I don't care.
We could do a Marvel month where we do like half the month is the dad and the other half is the son.
Well, we are. Well, we do have something big planned for Marvel towards the end of the year.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Episode 50. So
Yes.
All right. Should we finish up this?
Yeah, number 5.
Boy, you people thought you had some bad dates. Jeez.
Yeah. This is the dinner date from hell.
You know what would have been funny if she would have been running around the castle like smashing Doom bots and like fighting this evil doppelganger and thinking, this still wasn't as bad as having dinner with the foreigner.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Silver Sable and the Wild Pack, number 5 from October 1992, Double Jeopardy, by the same creative team. In a communications room, Dr. Doom's doppelganger finds Silver Sable partially disguised as a Doombot. She blasts a hole in the floor and escapes. The Wild Pack and Sandman are on a plane heading to Latveria. Sandman has been merged with and taken over by his doppelganger. He attacks the team, causing the plane to fly out of control. Kang and the real Doctor Doom arrive in another dimension. They leave their ship and continue tracking a power source. Silver finds some inactive Doombots. She further disguises herself in full armor and face mask, then remotely controls the rest to attack Doom's doppelganger. It destroys the drones and resumes searching for Silver, not knowing that she accompanies him. The Wild Pack continues fighting Sandman. Battlestar knocks him out with his shield. The doppelganger reverts to a mass of tentacles.
Oh.
I don't think those are tentacles.
Their plane is hit by a blast from Doombots and servo guards, then crashes into the castle. Silver reveals herself by attacking Doom's doppelganger. They fight through the castle while her team fights the robot guards. In the other dimension, Kang and Doctor Doom find five cosmic cubes.
Yeah. That was a nice surprise.
I know. The Doom doppelganger is defeated by Silver and also reverts to its true tentacled form.
I don't think those are tentacles.
The team returns to their plane and finds the real Sandman underneath the remains of his doppelganger. Silver says that whatever Earth's heroes are dealing with is out of the team's league. And this story takes place during Infinity War number 4.
Number 4.
So I like that. I like it that, Sable's just like, you know what? I don't want none of that. You know what? I already beat one of these guys, We got rid of Sandman's evil doppelganger. We're out of this. It's not like, oh, we should go race and help help this.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Like, no,
nope.
this is way too big for us. Yeah.
No.
She's a smart woman.
Mm-hmm. I think it's more like, hey, I ain't getting paid to save the universe.
Right. Yeah. There's no money in this for us. Like I said. I love the artwork in this. Again, the battle scenes were excellent.
Oh yeah.
Like when there's kind of almost a full splash page where the Wild Pack are tearing into all of the servo droids, and Crippler's screaming some song lyrics to break on through to the other side. And Powell says, I wish he'd at least sing in key.
Exactly.
I love the art in that. And the art on the next page with the 5 cosmic cubes was also great. I mean, that could have been lifted from any of the Silver Surfer comics at the time. It was so good.
Oh yeah, I've always liked Stephen Butler's. I think he did some work on Web of Spider-Man. I always liked his pencils.
Yeah, he's really good, really good. I like how we got a little bit of development of the behind the scenes. Well, kind of like the subplot involving Powell being a racist piece of crap towards Battlestar.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I don't want to need any more of your help, and he pushes him away and all this stuff. I like how we got another little tidbit of that, because as I was reading that, I thought, okay, they're going to keep developing this. This is going to eventually turn into something big. But Battlestar gets a great moment in this issue, too. One of my favorite moments, actually. After the ship crashes, the servo droids and the Doombots are crawling all over the wreckage. And the servobot says, you are surrounded. Surrender yourselves without incident. And Battlestar says, surrender is for cowards. And he launches himself full on straight at all of them and takes them on. I just love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, like he's that shield as a battering ram. He just leaps at him.
Smashes right into him. It is so good. And that was another reason I got hooked on it, because just the way that the action unfolded in this issue, the way that the Wild Pack just kind of sailed into Latveria and took the fight to Castle Doom, I thought that was so good.
I just wanted the scene of they leave and Doom comes back and what the F happened?
Right. What are all these tentacles doing all over the floor?
I don't think those are tentacles.
Who indiscriminately destroyed a bunch of my Doombots and servo droids while I was gone. Why is this battlement all in wreckage?
And of course, Ray didn't send feedback, but also Lilith was talking about maybe lurking in the chat room tonight, but she's probably sleeping.
Well, yeah.
Glug sleeping.
It is Saturday night.
Well, what was so funny? It's so funny. We got done finished. We recorded with Chichester this morning. The minute Chichester was gone, she's like, "Oh, see you in October." I'm like, "Oh, she's gonna sleep till October." She's like, "I wish."
I thought about that, actually. I thought, wouldn't it be great to sleep for a whole month?
Oh, that's what yeah. Oh, imagine one of those sci-fi, if you put yourself in suspended animation for a month or something. How great would that be?
Oh, man. Wake up feeling like you were 20 again.
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, a month. I'd settle for
a week.
A week, a couple days.
I'd take a week. Yeah, I'd take a week. Yeah, that would at least get me feeling to about 30 again, I think. Yeah, I could take that. Yeah, I could handle that.
I'd wake up and be like, man, I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's true. You'd have to have some type of IV drip or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that last panel, they basically, showing up.
Here's everybody that's taking care of this thing.
Well, yeah, because Galactus was looking through everyone's brain at that point, so.
Mm-hmm.
So go see what's going on, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a little bit of everybody there. You've got the Infinity Watch, you've got Alpha Flight, Doctor Strange, Avengers, the Hulk, Silver Surfer, members of X Factor, X-Men.
Well, I think that was right after that big battle where everyone was fighting the Infinity Watch and Thanos, and then Galactus basically just scoops everyone up and starts like going through their minds and stuff.
Yeah. Stop fighting, you rowdy kids. We got work to do.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of the point where, like, I only read, like, I think this far originally in the Silver Sable book. So, yeah, we're going to have to come back to this. I enjoyed these when I originally read them. I've been enjoying them more this go around 30 years later. Yeah.
They've held up really well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Both in terms of the writing and the artwork. Yeah, all of it has aged very well.
I might have to.
And the story's really good. Yeah.
And again, I mean, his name. I've just covering the '90s stuff. I've seen his name all over the place. I might have to get an interview with Gregory Wright.
I would love that. Yeah, if you could land that, I'd definitely be interested in talking with him about Silver Sable, about really any of the stuff that he's done.
I'm sure if I look at the bibliography, I'll be like, yeah, we could talk this, because it's I could see. And again, he's friends with Chichester, and from what Chichester is, it seems like he sounds like a very nice man. So,
yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, I'd love to chat with him sometime.
Oh,
when the stars are aligned.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I don't know if you follow Chichester on social media. He had a picture from Terrificon. It's like, I guess it was him. He was standing there taking a picture. It was him, Howard Mackey, Terry Kavanaugh, Walter and Louise Simonson. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Just to be a fly on the wall, you know?
Yeah. I would love to be there. Oh man.
And there was one, there was another convention where he did a Daredevil panel. It was him and Nocenti and, John Romita Jr. I was like, oh,
that'd be so good. Yeah.
And they got to meet Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, I love it. There needs to be more of those.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea.
But I'm sure if I might be able to I'll reach out to Gregory Wright and be like, yeah, we know Chichester. Tell us some embarrassing stories.
Yeah, I would love to hear. Yeah, I would love to hear some of his stories about Silver Sable.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's one of those series, that I love that fell between the cracks in the 90s. It doesn't get a lot of love, and it doesn't get a lot of respect. I feel that it deserves a reappraisal. I feel like Marvel should put more of it on the app so that people could at least leave the first year of it.
I know.
Put the first 12 issues on there.
It's like issue 1 and then some other random issue. What was it?
One with Deadpool, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason it's on there is because
Probably.
it has a damn Deadpool appearance in it. Stupid. But yeah, it's a great series. I really love it. And most of it has held up well, if I remember. It's been a few years since I've read it all, but if I remember right, a lot of it has held up well. There was one storyline that was kind of weird where she posed for some photographs and like they ended up in Penthouse or Hustler or some magazine like that.
Oh,
and
my.
I don't think she was nude in them, but she was like kind of like scantily clad, maybe bikini shots or something. And like it became this big like tabloid thing, like Silver Sable's posing and compromising her morals and all this. I can't remember.
Well, yeah, you figure it's like, oh, hey, a world leader. We got these scandalous photos of a world leader.
Right. Yeah, and I remember that was kind of weird. I thought, this doesn't really. I don't really care for this as much, but maybe that was a storyline that was kind of forced on them from somewhere else.
It was the 90s.
Right. Yeah, they wanted to keep the horny young boys happy. Maybe they got some of the horny young girls too.
Maybe they got a note that said, be more John Byrne."
Right? Yeah.
Byrne.
Yeah.
There was that issue of Fantastic Four where those pictures of She-Hulk got out there.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, and in the not too distant future, probably early next year, on Electric Mullet, we'll be getting to was that an issue of Action Comics where he had Superman and Big Barda making porn or something?
Oh, I don't remember that.
They were like mind controlled or something. Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's one of those covers. I think it's like, those two on the cover and Mr. Miracle's in the background saying "Superman and my wife."
I think I remember the cover. I remember them making out, but I don't think I ever.
Yeah, I can't remember if I don't think they completed the transaction, but
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. But again, we'll get there on Electric Mullet, kids.
Yes, the Superman podcast.
That's right. That's the second. Oh yeah, it might be a 2-parter. That's all right. Oh no, what's going on? Yes, is that enough DC for your Marvel podcast? Yeah, there you go.
Yes, that
Action
one.
Comics
Yes.
593.
Okay.
Superman to my
Yeah.
wife.
I never read that one. I haven't read that. That's going to be a new one to me.
Oh yeah, and that. Oh god, Superman was a horny little thing in that era. It's like he was single. He was lusting after Wonder Woman. There's that.
Amazing Grays.
Cat Grant was trying to make her move. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing Grays in the bathtub, in the hot tub.
Oh yes, check out
Yeah.
Electric Mullet episode 4, kids.
Mm-hmm. I propose a scandalous subplot. in that-
Oh yes,
episode.
a paternity case. Yes.
Yeah. I still might write that script and send that to DC.
Yeah, we're not going to go too far off the Superman Model S. Yes, that's the new law called that's our Bendis rule.
Yeah.
Bendis.
All right. Anything else, Justin, on these?
I don't know. I think yeah, this was really good. I really enjoyed the way that the Silver manipulated the Doom bots.
Oh, yeah.
She got the armor working. She got everything, and it made sense. I didn't question that either when she hotwired the Doom bots and got them to attack the Doom doppelganger. Like, I didn't question that. I thought, of course she could hotwire robots. She would need to be able to know how to do something like that in the middle of a battle, in a conflict where she was fighting somebody like AIM or Hydra, somebody that had robots.
Mm-hmm.
She would have to know how to hotwire them and reprogram them and use them against her adversary. It was smart. So I didn't question that at all. I thought it was a great plot device. And it was really good because that bought her some time so that she could infiltrate into the ranks of the doppelganger and get close enough to him to make her move.
And again, yeah, I mean, they did their cheesecake, but also, yeah, I mean, they did show, Silver Sable is pretty smart.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever get specific with her skill set besides the fighting, but.
Yeah, she's had a lot of different training. Yeah, yes. I think in this series eventually they discuss. I think some of the things that she's gone through and trained in under and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, eventually we have to come back and do more of this because, like I said, I think this is where I kind of dropped out. So I saw next issue. Okay. It's like, oh, there's a Deathlock appearance. I'm like, oh,
yes,
okay.
Deathlock, Paladin appears as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a few more things that happen. There's a great issue where she fights the Beetle and some other costumed villains as well. Her and the Wild Pack have like a team versus team battle with some bad guys. Oh, that's nice. Good. There's some gang war stuff that happens that she gets wrapped up in. There's some more stuff with the Foreigner, of course. Yeah, some really good stuff. Definitely, I would love to come back to this next year and cover some more of this. Maybe we can do another 2 or 3, 4 issues. Yeah. That'd be cool.
All right. So, yes, I was going to say, request that, kids. Maybe Ray will.
Yeah.
Maybe Ray will request it if he's not busy with Marvel Snap.
Yeah, we'll have him back on to talk about the next one with Deathlock and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk more Silver Sable, Ray?
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
How does it make you feel, Ray?
Rumpy pumpy.
Especially those legs. I love the panel where she's running and she's got the Doom armor on.
Oh yeah,
but just her legs are bare. I think it's the 3rd page.
The Hard Master.
I've got to keep those legs exposed.
Tricky Dicky.
But yeah, I love these because she was a sexy 90s comic book woman, but she was also smart. She was capable. She was shrewd.
Mm-hmm.
And she was extremely good at everything that she did in this issue. There were a couple of times when it looked like she was in trouble, but I never once thought that she was going to have a failure.
Mm-mm. And again, they didn't even go like the classic tropes. It's like, oh, will she find love or anything like this? You know, she basically, most of the time, it was just,
we need the money, gimme.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, that's what the series was about.
Exactly. So, all right. So, yes, kids, there's your week of Silver Sable, because, yes, we're still doing two episodes a week here in September.
That's right.
Next week will be our final 2-weeker, because the last week, Ray and Dave will be back to do Scarlet Spider, so we'll just have one Marvel tale at the end of that. But I don't know why I'm opening the schedule. I know September. Yes, because next week we're going to be doing all West Coast Avengers, kids. We're going to start with the original 4-issue West Coast Avengers miniseries that started the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And then, the second episode that week we'll do West Coast Avengers 1 and 2 from the ongoing series, and Vision and the Scarlet Witch number 2, because it crosses over.
Yeah. One of my personal favorites.
Yeah, and then we'll end September with the Mighty Thor 433 through 436. Yes, kids, that's your Eric Masterson. Yes.
That was Phil's pick. I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I don't know if we've announced this officially yet. In October, we got some spooky tales for you kids. Yeah. We got the first week, we'll do the first 4 issues of the original the 90s Ghost Rider series with Danny Ketch. Mm-hmm. So we'll do the first 4 issues there. The second week, we'll do the first 5 issues of Hellstorm, Prince of Lies from the 90s.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've read that one, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And again, the last 2 weeks of the month, I wonder whose picks these were. Because the week 3 we'll do Marvel Comics Presents 1 through 6, specifically a Man-Thing story. So, I wonder who requested Man-Thing.
It's a giant-sized Man-Thing.
And then the last episode of the month, yes, we'll finish it up with Marvel Comics Presents 7 through 12. So
concluding the story.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah,
and you haven't read that one yet, right? That's going to be.
I've read some of it. It's been a while, so it'll be kind of new to me. But yeah. So yeah, kid. Thanks. So,
things are going to get weird with the Man-Thing.
Don't you hate when that happens?
It's a giant-sized Man-Thing.
Yeah, so, yes, stay tuned for that giant-sized Man-Thing, kids.
Giant-sized Man-Thing.
All right, so send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon. Once again, you can catch all those Hellfire's Heroes Reborn thoughts on there, speaking of 90s Marvel. So
yes, uncensored.
And drunken. So yeah, join the Patreon elite like Justin, Ray, Russell, and Moz.
Join us in the Patreon elite. You get all the perks and all the good stuff every month.
Yes. So so find all of it at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right. Now up to this superstar. Yes, he's here every week on Marvel Tales. He's usually on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. Once a month, but now in September he's there. He's been there every episode. Now does Electric Mullet with me and Tyler, and we think we're picking up Mr. James Cole. So
nice, yeah. So
join us on the Electric Mullet, the Superman Sausage Fest, twice a month. But that is not all this man does. You don't want to know the things he's done, no. But his other podcast. Tell the people what your other podcast is, Justin.
Besides my OnlyFans page, you can also find me.
Yeah, you're gonna get Lilith's going to start a platform only for fans. So yeah,
you can also find me twice a month on Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is, with my pal Russell, where we talk about everything to do with the Incredible Hulk and She-Hulk. And we are reviewing the brand new series from Philip Kennedy Johnson and Nick Klein, which is excellent. Yes. We also have a Patreon, so check that out if you're so inclined. And Russell and I are both joined by our pals Ray and Sparky on Predator and Prey, a Yocha podcast, or I should say the Yocha podcast is the only one as far as we know, where twice a month we also talk about Fox's Predator in comic books, action figures, movies, and more. And last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends will be coming out soon. Scream it!
I thought you were just going to promote Gamma Charge and Predator and Prey. I was about to say, don't ask him about the damn Lost Library of Legends.
Don't jinx it.
Well, that escalated quickly.
This is what I was saying. It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. I'm going to surprise everybody once it's actually out. I think everybody will be surprised at the end of this. I'll be like, and the Lost Library of Legends is out.
One day kids will wake up and will be like, wait a minute. So, what is this podcast and why did it drop 15 episodes at once? What's going on?
It's been my diabolical master plan all along. Record a whole year's worth of stuff and then put it out all at once.
Because it'll be something like, it'll be like his favorite biscuits in literature or something.
Yes. Cock-a-doodle-doo. My 10 favorite blondes in Hollywood.
Filthy Marsh! Oh boy!
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Yes, join us next week for 2 West Coast Avengers episodes. I swear, when we record, I don't know if we mention Tiger enough. I just imagine Ray spontaneously appearing in the chat room or something. At least
his ears start burning. We're talking about Tiger somewhere.
All right, kids, come back next time. And remember, watch those damn house parties.